What is the most effed up true story you know? It happened at my wedding reception, and I still think about it every single day. I met Bianca when I was 25. She was 22, working at a coffee shop near my office. We dated for 3 years before I proposed. She was everything I wanted. Funny, kind, the type of person who remembered your favorite sandwich order and left little notes in your lunch bag. When we started planning the wedding, she mentioned her ex-boyfriend offered to DJ for free. They dated from 15 to 18, broke up when she went to college, stayed friends after. He was married with a kid on the way. I figured, why not? A good DJ costs like $2,000. Free is free, right? The wedding itself was perfect. She cried during our vows. The venue was this beautiful barn overlooking a lake, exactly what she wanted. At the reception, I was talking with my college roommate Henry near the bar, laughing about old times, when I noticed something odd. The DJ, her ex, Drew, was staring across the room, not just glancing, full-on staring. I followed his gaze. He was locked on Bianca, who was standing by the cake table in her gorgeous white dress, and she was staring right back at him. They smiled at each other, not a friendly wave, a knowing smile, the kind that made my chest tighten. Bianca looked around the room, scanning the crowd. She set down her champagne glass on a nearby table and walked toward the bathroom hallway, moving quickly, but trying to look casual about it. Drew immediately turned to his assistant, said something I couldn't hear, and handed over his headphones. Then he started walking in the same direction Bianca had gone. My stomach dropped, my mouth went completely dry. I excused myself from Henry mid-sentence and followed them down the narrow hallway. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. The venue had 3 bathrooms, men's, women's, and a family bathroom with a lock inside. I pushed open the men's room door, empty, just the sound of a dripping faucet. I stood there in that dimly lit hallway for what felt like forever, but was probably only 5 minutes. My hands were shaking. Part of me wanted to leave, to walk away and pretend I didn't see anything, but my feet wouldn't move. Then the family bathroom door opened. Bianca saw me standing there and froze. Her face went completely white, like she'd seen a ghost. She grabbed my arm hard, trying to pull me back toward the reception. Babe, come dance with me. They're playing our song. I've been looking everywhere for you. I didn't budge. My arm felt like concrete. Why were you in there? My dress, she said quickly. Way too quickly. The zipper got caught on the lining. Drew was just helping me fix it. Where is he now? He already went back to the DJ booth. I stood there, silent, waiting, not moving an inch from that spot. 3 long minutes later, Drew emerged from the same bathroom. His tie was loosened. His hair looked messed up, not the way it had been earlier. He couldn't look at me. That true? He glanced at Bianca, then at the floor. Just nodded once without making eye contact and walked past me down the hallway. Bianca grabbed both my hands, tears forming in her eyes. Baby, please, nothing happened. I swear on everything. On my mother's life. It was completely innocent. I left the reception without saying another word to anyone. Got in my car, drove to a Holiday Inn 20 miles away, turned off my phone, and sat in the dark. She called 47 times that night. I know, because I counted every single missed call the next morning. She showed up at the hotel with her parents at 9 a.m., still in her makeup from the night before, crying, saying I was destroying our marriage over absolutely nothing, that I was being paranoid, that Drew was just being a good friend. Her dad pulled me aside in the parking lot. Son, you're making a huge mistake. She loves you more than anything, but something didn't sit right. Why would she need him, of all people, to help with her dress? There were 80 women at that wedding. Her maid of honor, her mother, her 3 bridesmaids. Why Drew? Why alone? Why in a locked bathroom? 2 days later, I went back to the venue and requested the security footage. The manager was hesitant, said it was unusual, but when I explained what happened, his face changed. He burned me a copy within an hour. They were in that bathroom for 11 minutes and 34 seconds. I timed it frame by frame. I never watched the whole video. Couldn't bring myself to. The timestamp was enough. Bianca kept texting, calling, sent friends to my parents' house. Even her pastor reached out asking me to reconsider, but I couldn't unhear the lie. Couldn't unsee that smile they shared. The annulment was finalized 3 weeks later. She fought it until I mentioned the security footage. Then she went silent. She kept the ring. I kept the DVD in a locked drawer. I never told anyone what I saw in that footage. Not my parents, not Henry, not even my lawyer. Some things you just bury. I'm 32 now. Haven't been on a date in 3 years. I never remarried, and I've never trusted a locked door since.